Hey, it's Tim here. I'm a physical therapist, and if you're a physical therapist or an occupational therapist, athletic trainer, or a nurse, you've probably had a continuing education course cancel on you this year. And the problem is, for a lot of us, we still need to complete continuing education regardless of whether or not places are conducting these in-person courses. And for a lot of people, the problem is taking time off to go to a continuing education course, and that's just not an option right now for a lot of people because you may not have the paid time off or the ability to travel right now. So in this video, we'll talk about live continuing education webinars, the cost of these live CEUs, and then my recommendation as a physical therapist, since I'm also required to take continuing education for my PT license renewal. Okay, first off, what are live online continuing education webinars? These are live continuing ed webinars that are basically online meetings that are conducted at a scheduled time with attendees who may have the opportunity to ask questions during the live presentation. Now, a lot of these live online courses will differ from a recorded webinar or a pre-recorded course because the attendees, you and me, we can participate and ask questions in real time. And this is the real distinguishing feature that is the key element here for a lot of state licensing agencies to accept these live webinars as a replacement for in-person courses. Now, the great thing is that most states will treat the continuing education credits from these live webinars the same as continuing education credits from in-person courses. And as a lot of you know, I try to keep up on a lot of these online continuing education platforms. But every year I do keep going back to one for my personal continuing ed, and that's Medbridge Education, because I use them every day in the clinic when I'm printing home exercise programs, and it's just really easy to complete any continuing education course from their long list of courses in their library. But they've also ramped up their live webinars, which satisfy the requirement that I have for live continuing education. And again, those are viewed as though you've taken the course in person and not just considered an online course. And the nice thing is that you can take as many courses as you want through Medbridge, including the live webinars. And that's even more affordable with the $175 off that you get with the promo code PT Progress, knocking it down to just $200 for unlimited continuing education. You can check out the entire list of courses at ptprogress.com/medbridge or just see the link in the description below. But here's the thing. Before you sign up for any of these live CEU seminars, regardless of the company that you choose, you need to consider a few factors. And over the years, I've put together a few questions that include the following. Is this live webinar that you're about to go to, is it available at multiple times? Will you have access to the replay? Are there a limited number of seats, or is it unlimited number of attendees that can view this webinar? And is the live webinar accredited in my state? Also, are you able to access that webinar from a mobile device? And does the provider have a phone number or an email contact in case you have technical issues during that webinar? I've used quite a few online continuing education platforms, and I've learned the hard way to look for these things before signing up for those courses. So if you plan on paying for one of these courses, like on a one-time payment or a course that you just find off the cuff, then you'll definitely want to ask these questions and know this information beforehand. Just a couple of weeks ago, I completed a live webinar through Medbridge, and I thought it was great. Everything from the email reminders to the online access, it was seamless, and it was kind of interesting because when you're logging in, you can participate with interactive polls and quizzes during the session, so I thought that was pretty cool. And when it was finished, it was very easy to see those continuing education units, how they were added directly to my list of completed courses. And with everything that's going on this year, I'll be able to complete all of my continuing education courses, both the in-person requirements and supplement it with online courses. I can do all of that through Medbridge with their recorded course library and with their live webinars, and I'll do it much cheaper than I have in previous years. Since I don't have to worry about the added expense of travel and increased costs of in-person courses, I'm going to save a lot of money, and honestly, I'm kind of happy that I don't have to travel any place for a weekend course. So if you're interested in saving some time and money, here's a quick look at some of the live webinars that are coming up that I'm considering. Maybe we can attend the same course. Let me know if you plan on attending one of them. And if you're thinking about signing up for Medbridge, don't forget to use the promo code PT Progress to save $175, the biggest discount that they have available. All right, so that's it. Take a look at those courses. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.